My name is Jordan Vogt-Roberts. I am the director of Kong Skull Island. Alright, so this is a scene where Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson are trying to find their missing boat later in the film. And this movie is pretty out there and insane and pretty loud. You know, it was meant to be a very, very crazy film, and this is definitely a much more quiet moment within that. And I'm going to talk about that quietness in a second, but I want you to pay attention to when Kong is emerging from the fog. I also want to note that this is one of the few scenes in the film that wasn't really shot practically on location, but is a much more green screen scenario. But here, as you see him exiting the fog, his eyes are glowing, right? And one of the things that I sort of wanted to talk about in this is a very stylized moment in which he's exiting the fog, and he has these very sort of these beacons coming out of the fog. And it was based on an original piece of concept art that I had created. And one of the things I think that's just important in the process of filmmaking is trusting your gut. And the reason I bring up those eyes is at one point in the process, somebody said, well, that would never happen. His eyes would never glow. What are you talking about? Is he a demon? Like, and it's like, well, no, he's meant to be this mythic creature. And so as we get into moments like this that are just more visual storytelling, it really are about this quiet moment within the scene where we're just really in his eyes and in her eyes. To me, having those moments beforehand where it is sort of this mythic creature emerging from the fog as we settle into his eyes here, to me that makes the journey much more potent and much more powerful, because you're on these human characters, you're able to follow her hand up just visually, not following her at all, and then really just linger right here. Because I wanted to make this sort of funhouse mirror version of Apocalypse Now and sort of have these elements of something like The Thin Red Line, where the moments that are huge in this film, like Kong punching a helicopter out of the sky, are just as important as these moments where you linger on somebody's face.